of the many concepts, conscious leadership, I think it co-opts it from other authors and stuff, but it's called zone of genius.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about, zone of genius, there's the zone of incompetence. Like, for me, it's any kind of handiwork around the house. Like I'm just incompetent. I don't like doing it.
That's my zone of incompetence too. It must be something about having the May 23rd birthday, Jesse, which we both share, that leads us to have that incompetence.
The Gemini Alliance. Yeah. The zone of competence, which is like, I don't know, driving a car, maybe that's my zone of excellence. Maybe it's competence, somewhere like that, but it's a thing you do all the time and whatever. Zone of excellence is like, I'm a good public speaker, maybe like I things I'm excellent at. And then zone of genius is you're really good at it. It adds a lot of value to the world. And most importantly, it gives you energy. One of the big mistakes we all make is we spend too much time in our zone of excellence and not enough in our zone of genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I've spent a lot of time working, reflecting, talking, thinking about this. And I kind of coalesced around a handful of zones of genius. By the way, funny thing about zone of genius is there's a whole exercise they have on how to discover your zone of genius. They tend to be huge blind spots for us because they're not things we know are different. Like, and that's that triaging one for me. I was like, yeah, doesn't everybody do that? Doesn't everybody look at what needs to get like a goal and then figure out the one or two big, and you work with enough people, you go, no, they don't. Not everybody's that good at prioritizing and really, streamlining something.
The idea that it may be a blind spot for you, I think that kind of makes sense. I haven't heard it kind of verbalized like that before, but some of these things like, whether it's public speaking or writing, like I'm thinking about myself here, are some of these things that maybe come a little bit more natural to you that are like the bane of other people's existence. Maybe it's a blind spot to you because you've just always seen it as like, this has come kind of naturally, I guess.
But what I've tried to do is say, I am going to engage in these businesses and try to live 75 to 80% in my zone of genius at all time.